How's it going, everybody? This is Big J, aka EA NCAA JS. I just wanted to do video number 3 here for you guys on Road to Glory Top 10 Wish List for NCAA Football 2014. Again, I want to remind everybody, please subscribe, please comment, and please like, because the more attention this gets, the better it looks, and the more EA Sports will pay attention, and that's what I'm really looking for here. Also, I would like to remind everybody I've done the research. I've checked the forum for NCAA Football 2013 official wish list. Again, I've already excluded any of the things that were already improved upon. It's going on, actually today is the 31st of July, so it's been a little over a couple of weeks now that I've had the game. I've been playing it. I've played, exhibition match. I've played Road to Glory. I've played Dynasty mode, and I would like to think that I've gotten pretty close to, figuring out the game pretty well. So I'm just going to go ahead here and set up this SEC matchup for you. Florida at Texas A&M. It's for you guys to watch as I go through the top 10 list. So let's go ahead and get started right here. Number 10, mentioned 4 times, is better camera positions, especially for defensive players. I found in playing Road to Glory that when I'm playing as the defensive end or corner, the camera is badly positioned. You can never really see exactly what's going on. If if you're playing defensive end, quarterback throws the ball, it spins the camera to watch the ball, and that confuses me. Half of the time, it's very disconcerting knowing that that's going to happen. The camera a lot of people would like to see an in-helmet cam, which would be excellent if you're playing as a defensive player, because that way you can control what you're seeing, or at least you can have the camera focused on the player you're supposed to be defending, stuff like that. That would be a great addition. It was mentioned several times. Number 9 was mentioned 5 times. Motion for quarterbacks. That is one of the most frustrating things for me in Road to Glory. When you're playing as a quarterback, you can't motion a lot of the players that you should be able to motion. That should be one of the abilities that you should earn. And it should be honestly, it should be early on. I would say once you become a captain, that's when it should happen. You should be able to motion those players, because once you start doing that, then the coach is going to give you more trust, because he sees that you're able to understand what's going on the field. Motion those players around to get them in better position. Number 8 was mentioned 6 times. Team scrimmages should be in there. I know we have practice, but it should be, when you're talking about scrimmages, it should be, actual mini games, like 2-minute drills, going from the 30-yard line, traveling that 70 yards. Obviously wearing full pads, having position drills, wide receiver on cornerback, quarterback drills, running back drills, offensive and defensive line drills would be an excellent addition. Number 7 was mentioned 7 times. The ability to change positions. If you were recruited as a wide receiver, but you feel you would do a better job as a cornerback, you should be able to change positions. If you're a halfback, but you're a fairly large halfback, and you're not going to do very well at that position after a period of time, why not go ahead and switch to tight end? But if you can't do that in the current format, I think that also would be an excellent addition to the game. Number 6 was mentioned 8 times. More positions, specifically kicker, punter, and offensive line. Now, I know those aren't exactly the best of positions to play, but I know a lot of players would not mind being that 5-star, offensive lineman that you see every now and again in Dynasty mode. Number 5 was mentioned also 8 times. Helmet stickers. If we're at a university that does Pride helmet stickers, put those in the game. For every time we go earn a stat or surpass the coach's expectations, or go up in our ratings, we should receive stickers to kind of reflect that. Number 4 was also mentioned 8 times, transferability. Let's say I'm a 4-star halfback, and for whatever reason, I decide to go to Tulane. But Tulane got a 4-star halfback the year before, and I want to start. I want to start somewhere, and Air Force offers me the opportunity. Bad example, considering I can't stand the fact that Air Force, Navy, and Army recruit. But if let's give a better example. Let's say Florida Atlantic offers me the ability to start. I know I'm going to succeed in the Sun Belt. I just went from a decent conference to a weaker conference. That would be an excellent addition too, because those things do happen on a regular basis. Number 3 was mentioned 11 times, better BCS polling engine, and I agree with this 100%. I was playing Road to Glory as a wide receiver with South Carolina, and we beat we were number 4. I beat number 2, and we did not move up. We stayed the same, but number 5, who didn't even face a ranked opponent, jumped all the way to number 2. This shows that there's still glitches in the polling system, in the formula you guys have, so it needs to be fixed. It needs to take into account, facing off against ranked opponents and how well you beat them. We know that, a number 5 is going to beat the ever-loving crud out of a small-time program, like a Bowling Green or, a Middle Tennessee State. We know this is going to happen. So the polling engine needs to be able to understand that. All right. Number 2 was mentioned 12 times. Have a high school All-American game with program scouts there. This obviously, much like in Dynasty, talking about the North-South, East-West, Under Armour, and Senior Bowl, is we're trying to improve our own stats. We're trying to make ourselves look better for these programs. And one of the best ways to do that is if you're a 4-star rated quarterback and you decide all of a sudden you want to, all of a sudden you decide, hey, I got this invite, but I want to go to a better program. You can't really do that because of the way the system is now. But if you add in that All-American game, the scouts go to these games and really get the better players like Alabama, Florida here, there's LSU, all Texas, Oklahoma, all these big-time programs that go to the All-American games to really get a close look at these, these really true big-time players and try to recruit them. And, I think that should be included in the game, and a lot of other people think that too. All right, number 1 was mentioned 14 times. And it goes back to what we were just talking about. North-South, East-West, Senior Bowl, Under Armour game with the pro scouts. Obviously, if I'm a quarterback and I play for North Texas, but I'm a 4-star quarterback, we didn't, win a bowl game, but we've won a conference, say 3 years in a row because I was there, that's going to matter. The scouts are going to be able to see my ability in these games, depending on which one I'm invited to. So these things are, obviously, improvements that, would make the game that much better. And I think a lot of the fans, who have spent a lot of time playing this game would probably agree with me. Again, I've been playing NCAA football for years, the better part of a decade, if not longer. I was playing, on the PlayStation 2 console when it came out, and I loved the game then. And, I like the game now, but now that I have higher expectations of the game. I'm finding that a lot of things are still not where I would like them to be, but that's for another time. So again, EA Sports, these are on your forums. You can go ahead and take a look, and check it out for yourself. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. If you like it, go ahead and like it. Obviously, subscribe. Help me out, in showing that you want to see more from me. And then, of course, share the video. It's important to get the message out, so that way, if you feel EA Sports is not, listening, well, let me be your voice. I know I don't have the greatest of voices, but at least somebody will be out there speaking, what needs to be in the game. If you agree with me, great, like it. If you want something also added, something you want me to pay attention to, please comment, tell me about it, and I'll do it. All right, again, thank you guys.